Hello, everybody. Welcome to Create, Heal, Shine. I'm Angela. Today is actually day 56 of going live for 90 days. And today I wanted to talk about burnout and exhaustion and the signs. And also some different parts of that I'll see. You'll have to tell me and comment if you see yourself in any of these. But burnout is such a deep topic to me because it's something that I've went through numerous times. It's something that I can tell is happening a mile away now. But for some people, it's hard to know if you've never felt that, or you just ignore the signs and then it goes into full tilt blowout and then it's too late. But there's also one other thought that I have about burnout and something else that causes it. Not just overworking and hustling and grinding and doing all the things, but something so important that I have found that has to do with burnout is that underlying, almost not visible anxiety that's festering when you're not happy. You're not happy in a relationship. You're not happy with where you work. You're not happy with what you do. You're not happy. Something's wrong. And you're not fulfilling your purpose, or you're not utilizing your God-given gifts, or you're not doing something that is in alignment with who you are. Maybe it's that you want to be more creative or whatever that is. But when there's something festering underneath, and this can go on for years and years and years, and then some people become so burnt out, they think that it's everything going on in their life and their job and things compiling, which it most likely is, but there's this festering bit of low-level anxiety that has been there the whole time that we try and push back or push under the rug or ignore. And to me, that is an important thing to recognize, because for me, for years, as a multi-passionate person who loves to do a lot of different things, I always wanted to dabble in this and dabble in that and dabble in this. And I found that I was doing that because in my main job, I couldn't figure out what I really wanted to do. I couldn't figure out the perfect fit. I couldn't figure out, like, what is my purpose? What am I meant to do? What are my gifts? What am I good at? And of course, people would tell you, and they all tell you, oh, you're so good at this and you're so good at that. But it didn't feel like, oh, that should be a job, or that should be a career, or how could that be a thing? And nowadays, you can make a thing out of anything. You can make a job out of anything. But 30 years ago and 20 years ago, there was this low level of anxiety and festering began where as I learned, because as you do, you grow and you get older and you try and figure out what you like and what you're good at. And you got to try a lot of things before you know, and that's for sure. But as you get older and you go through things and you go through people and you meet people and see what they're doing, you start to wonder, oh, should I do that, or whatever? What should I do? And what feels good for me? I wonder if I'll ever figure out what I want to do. And then one day comes along and you look out the window and you're 50 years old and you say, man, this isn't exactly what I pictured, that where I would be in this moment in time in my life right now. Maybe that happened when you're 30, maybe 35, 40, whatever it is, 50, 60. Sometimes that takes a long time to realize, where did all the time go? This is not what I visualized for my life. Even though your life may be great and beautiful and powerful and enjoyable, and you might have somebody you really love, but it's not exactly where you thought you would be at this time. And so where I'm going with this is that all this over the years compiles and compiles and compiles. And for me, burnout created a massive illness, a massive illness in the body of me ignoring all the signs and ignoring all the red flags and ignoring all the little, hey, all the emotions. And all the emotions arise because it's telling us that there's something to deal with here. There's something to contemplate. There's something to look at. And when you're someone who loves to be busy, you just keep busy, then you don't have to think so much about what should I really be doing, but then you lay in bed and that's all you think about is what should I really be doing, and what would I just love to do, and where should I be, and what should I do, and who should I be with, and how should I be doing life? And I thought I would have been able to travel the world. I thought I would have been able to do all of these things. Stop. 4 chihuahuas. Somebody's got to growl at some point. So think about if there's something festering. Is there some sort of low-level anxiety of something festering in there? Because when it is, and we ignore it too long, as the famous book, The Body Keeps the Score, well, the body keeps the score and the body knows. And when we ignore and ignore and ignore, things happen. And so for me, I got a crazy, horrible diagnosis, which came after back surgeries and divorce and custody battles and abuse and toxic relationships and narcissistic relationships and physical and verbal, emotional abuse, and so many other things that a lot of us have dealt with, a lot of trauma in our lives. And so we think, oh, well, this isn't that bad, so I'll just keep ignoring these things and not dealing with them. I'll just keep pushing them down and not dealing with them. And there's moments in life and small things in life where where it's healthier to just let things go and release them and not pick and prod and peel away the layers and try and figure out the why behind everything. But then there's the things that are important to do that too, so that they don't become an illness. They don't make you sick. They don't make you to the point of burnout or mental breakdown or exhaustion or thoughts of suicide or whatever it is for you. So today's topic is just to put that in your mind of where do you feel a low-level anxiety in your body, in your mind, or something maybe need to change. Something's off. You want more for yourself. Where can you bring that into alignment with who you truly are? And it might not be removing people from your life. It might not be changing careers. It might not be moving to a different country. It might just be something small that is a door that has been closed for a long time that maybe you want to open, or a place that you want to go in your mind or your heart, or a total, complete career change or life change or lifestyle change. Or maybe you realize that you're using alcohol as a numbing agent or something else. But all of these things will eventually bring us to our knees at some point, where we have to really go through so much more than we would have to if we saw the red flags and honored the emotions as they arose, and kind of, instead of just keep going and pushing and hustling and grinding down one road, kind of as we came to a fork in the road, stood there and contemplated if this is the right choice for me. Used our intuition and listened to what our intuition has to say to guide us and direct us in the right way. Because I know that you know that every time you've went against your intuition, that you can feel it. You're being like, I knew that in my gut. I did not need to. I knew that in my gut. My gut told me not to do that, and I did it. And something happened. And we've all had those moments of that. I know I have. So think about what and where is going on, and what if there's something there that is wearing you out and wearing you thin. And take a look at it. Decide if it's worth contemplating. so you don't burn out and you don't have some major illness or a big blowout or a mental health breakdown. What is becoming too much? Let's gather those things and bring it back under control before it's too late. And if you don't have any of those things to deal with, then that's wonderful. I am so happy for you. And for those of us who push things to the back burner and continue to run around, do things for everybody else and people please and put ourselves last until it's too late, those are who I'm speaking to. So I hope you have an amazing, amazing day. If you know someone who would benefit from this chat, please share this video. Share this with them. And I can't wait to see you again on day 57. It's crazy how fast this 90 days is going. And yeah, so I'll see you in the free community. For those of you who aren't part of my community, come over and join Create, Heal, Shine and tap in to all the wisdom and the knowledge and the community and the resources and the amazing conversations happening there. All right, have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.